Alright, so just continuing really quick here, so we can catch up to the new stuff. And I'll just give you a hint. The new approach is that any dot or any key can be fitted to a number of dots. And I'll tell you right now, the talk about E flat being saxophones being an E flat instrument. I believe the E flat key of E flat only fits to one dot. And which dot would that be? And that dot would be the G dot. Okay, because in the key of E flat, G is the only note that is in E flat that lands on a dot. There's no other note in the E flat scale that lands on a dot except G. And that would be its Phrygian third. Otherwise, you have, I believe, the key that has the most dots, I believe, is the key of D or something. Whereas you know, when you're doing a D scale, I mean, you have like the E dot, you have the G dot, you have the A dot, and the B are the fifth of D, and you have the C sharp dot being the leading tone to D. So that's like 5 dots. Any of 5 dots you can use to enter the key of D on, and we'll get to that because I got it all charted out for you. But anyway, so the intervals here are the way that I was looking at it originally. Okay, so we did the first two dot intervals here, open to G dot and G dot to A dot. We can do C right there. It's the C A shape, the C C shape, and the C A shape. Okay, I'm getting hoarse voice a little bit here. A little water wouldn't hurt. This is why you never know how good you are until you try to teach a lesson. How good we are. Promise me you'll remember. Promise me you'll remember the dot letters. Okay. G, A, B, C sharp, and E. So previously, I originally first did them in intervals. I really needed something to remember. I wasn't ready to fit dots to all of 12 keys. Okay, so it really took me a full day to get through them. Alright, so between the A and the B dot, it's awesome to be able to look at that as the 5th and the 6th of the key of D. Now, we're not looking at the key of C, okay, because the key of C is between the G and the A dot in the A shape. So it goes C, D, E, all in the A shape. Alright, so it's 5, 6 is the 5, 6 of C, 6, and then A to B is the 5, 6 of the key of D, and B to C sharp is the 5th and the 6th in the key of E. Okay, that would be the 5th and the 6th in the key of E, so we can do an A shape there. Then from the C sharp to the E double dot, I found it helpful to look at that as an A shape. But watch out, we're not doing a 6th. That 6th, we're not going to do the key of E, because you can do that, but because if you use the key of A, in which C sharp would be the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, okay, A, B, C sharp, and then D, E, C sharp, D, E, 3, 4, 5 for Irajaga, right? Then you're in the key of A with the 3, 4, 5, and if you do the build, that gives you an A-shaped build, and we'll just look at that. There's 3, 4, 5, but in the key of A, all right, you're going to get a C shape you're going to get a C shape A there. So it's the C shape. Okay, so let me show you. Here we are, the key of A, the 3, 4, 5 here. It's a C shape because let's look at it as pentatonically 3, 5, 6 root. So we've got an S2L right here. I hope this doesn't confuse you too much. We got an S2L right here. This is C shaped now. And then we have our S3S right here with the one part of that S3S warped up there. Okay, so you can see how we have the stack of 3 short, but the top of it's warped over with the tuning warp. Because if you down tune this string to play the same pitch, you have to play 1 fret higher. So that's why it warps up there. And then we go back to another S2L on top, but the top one is, there's no string to play it there. So that's our C-shaped A there. Okay, so it would be A would let's see, it would be the 4th. It would be E-shaped 4th there. That would be an E-shaped D. So it's our C-shaped A. 5 root 3, 5 root 3. Okay, there's our root, the A, the light blue note. Okay, so sometimes my coloring is in certain themes. In this case, the green is there because in the key of C, we're going on the E note, the green note there, that green. I apologize for sometimes my color themes are different, but I try to make them uniform as possible. So the A, B here in the D shape is colored light blue, as the 5th of D is, you know, and the green is colored, I guess, because of the E there. So it gives us A, and the 4th of A is D, and the 5th of D is E. You know, so we're looking at these shapes that we can play mainly in the key of A here, in between 2 dots. And then it starts over again, choosing G on the high, an octave up, because we can access the 7th there in the diatonic G. Because remember, when we go and enter these dots in these intervals, we can do anything. You can play chords, you can play pentatonic, you can play diatonic. That's why the G would be best put here, so we can access the F sharp. If we're doing a diatonic, try pentatonic diatonic. Okay, so it would be like a G-shaped G, a C-shaped C, and a D-shaped D. But from that top E dot there, you know, so that G-shaped G would be like. Okay, so there's the F sharp. Everything else should pretty much fall into place. The C-shaped, is going to be a C-shaped. It should be a C. Let's see, G-shaped G. The 4th of C. The 4th of G. Let's see, it'd be the 6th. 6. Wow, what a mess. 6, 7 root. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 root 2. Okay, and then we go into this like D-shaped thing. All right, it's getting a little messy, and we have to move on to just give me a second. Okay, so our D-shaped D is going to start on the E because D-shape starts on the 2. Remember, our D shape is 2, 3, 4. So the 2nd of D is E, and we go. We got 2, 3, 4 here, 5, 6 in the key of in the Mixolydian D shape right there. So that's why we choose G there. Sorry I missed that playing it.